Hey guys, welcome back to 5nothing100nothing.com. I am Fugget, which stands for the fittest underdog guru using intelligent tactics. And today, guys, just want to cut you a quick video and talk about training splits, or in the context of your week with your workouts. How should you divide up your body parts? How many reps and sets, etc. So a lot of it has to do with what is the time that you have a week to put into the gym. So, for instance, are you only able to get into the gym once a week? Are you able to get in 5-6 times a week? So, based on that, in that context, like, what is the most effective way to use your workout time? Okay, so my suggestion is, with reps and sets, it's always going to vary. If you're a very new beginner, doing one set of what's comfortable for about as low as 12 and as many as 20 reps, and then the next day kind of assess where your body's at. If you're really sore, then for the day that was plenty for you, and then you take a day or two off and you go back to the gym again, right? And if you do that one set at the same weight and same reps, and you feel a little bit less sore, or you feel better, you recovered better, then that's when you add another set or more repetitions. So just going on that, you guys, you could do any exercise with various rep and set ranges, and it's going to give you different type of benefits. So if you stay with a higher rep range, you're going to hit some different muscle fibers than you're going to hit with a heavier weight and a lower rep range. So just real basic guideline suggestions would be to maybe do 3 sets of 15 and do that for a couple of weeks, and then cycle it to 4 sets of 12 reps. And then after a few weeks of that, go to 5 sets of 5 or 5 sets of 5 to 8 reps. So when you play with your rep ranges like that, you keep the muscle shocked, you stimulate it using different resistance amounts or weight, and you will see that it is strengthening both your endurance fibers, your a lot of cross-sectional fibers, and your fast twitch muscle fibers. So if you're only getting in the gym once a week, I suggest you do full body, meaning you're going to train all your compound movements, meaning you're pressing, pulling, and some type of a squat motion, and a hip hinge motion like a deadlift or some kind of a hip extension, okay? Not knowing how much workout time you have, if you have like 30 minutes, 35 minutes, then you're going to have to hit those 4 patterns, hit them hard, and you're done. And if you're able to throw in arm work and a little bit of ab work and rotational work, maybe your calves, then you're going to need probably about an hour or so, depending on how efficiently you train. Now, if you get in the gym 2 days a week, or you're only able to get in twice a week, and you can, and those 2 days are kind of back to back, like let's say you have to do a Saturday and a Sunday because your work schedule or family commitments or what have you, then I suggest, if you're, say, doing a Saturday, Sunday, don't train your whole body 2 days in a row. You'll be wrecked for the rest of the week. What I would do is do an upper body one day and a lower body the next. And that's if you have less than 2 days between your days of training. So if you're training 2 days a week and you have more than a couple days apart, well, then you can go to the full body model. That should be fine to allow you to recover and then stimulate all the major muscle groups, twice a week. So, and just hit it hard. Now, if you're able to get in the gym three days a week, and one of those or 2 of those 3 days, there's like a back-to-back day, like say, because of your schedule, you've got to get in on Monday, Tuesday, and then not again till Thursday or Friday. So because you have those 2 days in a row, I would be more likely to tell that person to do upper, lower. So just however it works out in the rotation, or wherever you're trying to put more emphasis on. Like if you're trying to really bring up your legs, you might want to do 2 leg days a week and 1 upper body day. So it might be leg, or I should say lower, upper, lower, and then starting the next week, lower again, if that's your emphasis. If you're looking at more upper body, then obviously you just flip that to upper, lower, upper. Now, if you have 3 days a week and you have, like say it's a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Monday, Thursday, Sunday, and the days aren't necessarily hard set every week, then I would go back to a full body. So, you need the recovery with those full body workouts. And that's where you really grow, you guys. It's not during the workout. The workout's where you break down the muscle tissue. It's in the rest and in the nutrition or re-nourishing and vitalizing your body that you're going to start to see the results. That's where you get the growth from. If you're able to get in the gym 4 days a week, I love doing an upper-lower split, and it gives you 2 exposures to upper body exercises and 2 to lower body, and I think that works really well for a lot of people. If you're going, if you really have the time to do it and you want to do a 5 or 6 day split, well, then that's where it gets fun, because then you can go into more body part splits. So a body part split is where you don't necessarily train a lot of muscle groups in one workout, but you're just choosing maybe a couple exercises and perhaps even 3. And what you're doing is you're really stimulating the muscle with more exercises and or more sets. So for instance, let's say we're doing body part splits and you want to train your back and your triceps. Well, you could do a horizontal and a vertical pull, meaning a lat pull down and a seated cable row, and then maybe throwing in a rear delt fly or bent over row or what have you. And then with triceps, doing, say, a close grip bench press, tricep press down with either a rope, V-bar, what have you, maybe an overhead rope or a kickback with a cable. So you can really bomb the muscles hard, and while you're in the gym more frequently, you're still allowing those 2 muscle groups to rest the rest of the week, while the next day maybe you hit legs and some core movements. And then, the day after that, maybe chest and biceps. But there's a lot of different ways you can pair the muscle groups, you guys. However you decide to pair it, and assuming that your schedule is not going to change for several weeks or a few months, give it an honest to God try. Like, really stay with that program and give it, several weeks to really see how it's affecting your body. Sometimes you'll see people walking around the gym and they're just kind of going aimlessly machine to machine and just looking at either what's open or what looks good or what they can do without embarrassing themselves. What I've seen over the years, though, are the people that have either a plan, meaning it's either written down or they got their little journals and this and that, and they're tracking everything, or they're with a trainer and they're working hard and the trainer's taking all the notes and keeping, really strict records of what's going on. Those people tend to have the best results long term. The reason is that you're basically, by journaling everything that's going on and documenting it, you're figuring out exactly what works for you. And what helps even more than that is when you track your dietary intake. So, we talked about it in a previous video about the number 1 strategy that you can use to determine weight loss and or maintenance, and that was recording it and having somebody that you're accountable to. And it's no different with training, you guys. Once you make it a plan, you have a plan, you get really excited because, it's like, here's my plan, it's exactly what I'm going to do, and then it's a matter of executing it. So it takes all the guesswork out of it. It takes out all of the thinking day to day when you go into the gym. You have less to think about. You just have it written down. You know what you got to do. It's already been premeditated, planned out, and now it's just execution. And give it several weeks. And truth be told, a lot of training programs work very well. You just have to work them. You have to do them. So, on that note, there's a lot of programs online. I would say whatever you're doing, be conservative when you start. Don't get super aggressive and try to make up for 5 years of not going to the gym and then think that you're just going to go in and use some Joe Blow bodybuilder guy that you saw his program on bodybuilding.com or something. And then you're going to be able to just do the same thing. A lot of times either, their nutrition is superior. They may have some pharmaceutical enhancements going on. Or they maybe even consider their age. You got a 23-year-old buff stud and, you're 52-year-old, desk jockey, that hasn't, really lifted weights, in several years. You're not going to be able to really execute that program. So, you might feel like you're still 18, 19, but your body will tell you otherwise when you go to try. So anyways, guys, just wanted to encourage you and give you a little bit of a pep talk and a little bit of, strategies from my end of things, having done this for so long. And like, subscribe, share. Let me know if you have any questions. If I seem a little tired, it's about 3:30 in the morning, and I'm going to work out and then train some clients and tear it up and have a nice weekend ahead. So I'm going to have to be on my A game. So guys, enjoy your weekend, and we'll talk again soon. 5-0, 100-0.com. All my undersized underdogs, take care and enjoy. Bye.